Hello beautiful people around the web, this is SnickersHD and today we will talk about hanging back and covering your team's flanks and your own flanks of course, as a matter of fact. Now what this means is basically, I am playing Team Deathmatch right now and this is so random, you cannot predict where enemies will be spawning because it's too quick, too fast if you're not calculating out where a team is and where the spawn points are and all these kind of things. The topic is covering flanks, and that means the way your team is not looking, that is your point of defense. So what I'm doing here is basically I suppress some fire because I spawned here, and basically the only thing I could do is help my team out by suppressing this sniper over there, and then we had this engineer and taking out the sniper, so I had my job done, well done, because he wasn't able to kill anyone. Now I take position at this overlook at the house, which is a perfect position to be in, and that is why I get started talking about flanking and just covering the flanks. I'm using the M249 with the holographic sight and the magnification 2 times. Basically, I am burst firing the whole time and just clicking the mouse over and over and over. I don't hold the button, I just click it rapidly, and that is how it's done. If you take your point, you always have to pursue after targets that are near your position of defense. Look at this guy. I saw him on the minimap, I jumped down and then I killed him because I knew that he was somewhere down there and I couldn't let him get around all corners and flank us. That's the very thing I want to do, and I just did my job. By the way, remember that one claymore. Being kind of noobish and putting claymores at stupid points where people are always pushing through, that is always a good thing, because covering yourself while covering others is the priority. Doing like work is good, but if you are threatening yourself, it doesn't help anyone, because if you get killed, you are no help at all. So try to help yourself first. You might have noticed that I am basically looking around a lot of times, just checking my back and checking this and that turn. Now I pick up this one-shot killed sniper, one kill shot sniper, whatever. I was not very used to that weapon because that's the first time I basically used that, and I was kind of irritated by the magnification. I thought it was 6 times, but I think it's 8 times. So I was like, oh, what the... Okay. Now we look back and see if there are any targets. I heard this motion sensor sound of the sniper, but that was one of our snipers, so I just jumped down and tried to take position here. I don't know how I missed that shot though, but the point is that I now get off the screen. Basically I hide somewhere else. I try to not stay at one place the whole time, even though I do this basically 90% of the time. Though in this whole area I can hide in various spots, and that's what I'm gonna do now, or that's what I did. People are now looking at this building saying, okay, there's no guy anymore, so they are less alerted when it comes to being aware of your situation. Well, you can call this camping or whatever, but I don't like calling it camping, though I am in fact standing back here and just waiting for people to come by. But in Team Deathmatch you cannot really adjust anything, because if you don't stay here, people are coming through other sides, because the spawn points change so rapidly that you cannot predict anything. And if you stand here, you are like an outlook, and you look over everything and see what is happening, and then you can take influence of the actions of the enemies. Also, you have to find out how you're playing. The way of playing is very important to know, because I know that I am used to close combat engagements. Look at Nausea Cannons, I don't know. I used to play the shit out of that game, out of that freaking map. But here it is something completely different. You have like 100 million angles of being attacked at. Look at these guys, they're spawning there, and I can't shoot them down just one by one. Unfortunately, I exposed myself too much here and just get shot by the sniper because I couldn't focus because I zoomed in too quickly. But you get my point. You are like so exposed. It doesn't matter where you are, but you can climb up from everywhere. You can basically run around the whole map and no one will ever see you because you're like on the ground, swimming around the water and all that. You can go so many paths, and at least taking a position and an overlook is the best thing I could have done, because Claymore kill here. I said remember the Claymore. Now I know that there are people, for instance. Now I know there are people, even though I just killed one. I'm lucky there, but it doesn't help me much because the map is almost over. But I know how it will end when I just rush in, or when people will just rush in. It will end in pure chaos, and you don't want to have this chaos and just let it be as it comes out. That's not professional, you know? And we're talking about professional stuff here right now. So, you try to flank again, and I try to take my position again. I kind of get carried away and just get sniped in the end. People are taking my position. I should have known that because the claymore exploded, but never mind. So that should wrap up the gameplay for now. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, and we see us next time for more. And as always, people, keep it up. Why would people put this in a game? Have you even played this game? Have you even tried to balance it? Thank you, guys, for balancing.